सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्ध ज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशांताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। ओम श्री वेदव्यास वैशंपायन याज्ञवल्क्य आद्य शंकराचार्यादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम आयुरारोग्यैश्वर्यक्षेमस्थैर्यादि साधनार्थे समस्त गुण प्राप्त्यर्थम विश्वशांति विश्वकल्याणार्थम च बृहद आरण्यक उपनिषदः पारायणं तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः शांकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणम्। In our Parayanam today we are starting the fourth adhyaya in the Brihadaranyaka. Just look at it, follow. If you are able to chant, chant. If not, just listen, browsing your eye through that book. Om Atha Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Om Atha Chaturthodhyayah. Om Janakoh Vaideha Asan Chakretah Yajnavalkya आवव्राज तगम होवाच याज्ञवल्क्य किमर्थम आचार्यैः पशूनिच्छन् अन्वता नित्यं अन्वन्तान् इति उभयमेव सम्राट् इति होवाच। यत्ते कश्चिद् अब्रवीत् तच्छृणवाम इति अब्रवीत् मे जित्वा शैलिनिर्वाग्वै ब्रह्मेते यथा मातृमान् पितृमान् आचार्यवान् ब्रूयात् तथा तच्छैलिनिरब्रवीत् वाग्वै ब्रह्मा इति अवदतः हि किगं स्यादिति अब्रवीत्तु ते तस्यायतनं प्रतिष्ठां न मे अब्रवीद् इति एकपाद्वा एतत् सम्राट् इति सवैनो ब्रूहि आज्ञवल्क्य। वागेवायतनम् आकाशः प्रतिष्ठा प्रज्ञेत्येनदुपासीत का प्रज्ञता याज्ञवल्क्य। वागेव सम्राट् इति होवाच। वाचा वै सम्राट् बन्धुः प्रज्ञायते ऋग्वेदो यजुर्वेदः सामवेदोऽथर्वाङ्गिरसः इतिहासः पुराणं विद्या उपनिषदः श्लोकाः सूत्राणि अनुवाक् व्याख्यानानि इष्टगं हुतम् आशितं पायितम् अयं च लोकः परश्च लोकः सर्वाणि च भूतानि वाचा एव सम्राट् प्रज्ञायन्ते। वाग्वै सम्राट् परमं ब्रह्म न एनं वाग्जहाति सर्वाणि एनं भूतानि अविक्षरन्ते। देवो भूत्वा देवानप्येति य एवं विद्वान् एतदुपास्ते हस्तिऋषभगं सहस्रं ददामीति होवाच। जनको वैदेहः स होवाच याज्ञवल्क्यः पिता मे अमन्यता नाननुशिष्यः रेतेते यदेव ते कश्चिदब्रवीत् तच्छृणवामैति अब्रवीत् मौदङ्कः शौल्वायनः प्राणो वै ब्रह्मेति यथा मातृमान् पितृमान् आचार्यवान् ब्रूयात् तथा तच्चौल्वायनो अब्रवीत् प्राणो वै ब्रह्मा इति अप्राणतः हि किगं स्यादिति अब्रवीत्तु ते तस्यायतनं प्रतिष्ठां न मे अब्रवीत् इति एकपाद्वा एतत् सम्राट् इति सवैनो ब्रूहि याज्ञवल्क्य। प्राण एवायतन आकाशः प्रतिष्ठा प्रियमिति येनत् उपासीत का प्रियता याज्ञवल्क्य। प्राण एव सम्राट् इति होवाच। प्राणस्य वै सम्राट् कामाय आज्यं याजयति अप्रतिगृहस्य गृह्यस्य प्रतिगृह्णाति अपि तत्र वधाशङ्कं भवति यां दिशमेति। प्राणस्य एव सम्राट् कामाय प्राणो वै सम्राट् परमं ब्रह्म न एनं प्राणो जहाति। सर्वाणि एनं भूतानि अभिक्षरन्ते देवो भूत्वा देवानप्येति य एवं विद्वान् तदुपास्ते हस्तिऋषभकं सहस्रं ददामीति होवाच जनको वै देहः। स होवाच याज्ञवल्क्यः पिता मे अमन्यता नाननुशिष्य हरेतेति। यदेव ते कश्चिदब्रवीत् तच्छृण्वाम इति अब्रवीत् मे बर्कुर्वार्ष्णश्चक्षुर्वै ब्रह्मेति यथा मातृमान् पितृमान् आचार्यान् ब्रूयात् तथा तद्वार्ष्णः अब्रवीत् चक्षुर्वै ब्रह्म इति। अपश्यतो हि किगं स्यादिति अब्रवीत्तो ते तस्यायतनं प्रतिष्ठां न मे अब्रवीदिति एकपाद्वा एतत् सम्राडिते स वै नो ब्रूहि आज्ञवल्क्य चक्षुरेव आयतनम् आकाश प्रतिष्ठा सत्यमिति येनदुपासीत का सत्यता याज्ञवल्क्य चक्षुरेव सम्राट् इति होवाच। चक्षुषा वै सम्राट् पश्यन्तम् आहुरु अर्द्राक्षीः इति साहाद्राक्षमिति तत्सत्यं भवते चक्षुर्वै सम्राट् परमं ब्रह्म नैनं चक्षुर्जहाति। सर्वाणि एनं भूतानि अभिक्षरन्ते देवो भूत्वा देवानप्येते य एवं विद्वान् एतदुपास्ते हस्तिऋषभकं सहस्रं ददामीति होवाच जनको वै देहः। स होवाच याज्ञवल्क्यः पिता मे अमन्यता नाननुशिष्य हरेतेते यदेव ते कश्चिदब्रवीत् तच्छृणवाम इति अब्रवीत् मे गर्दभी विपीतो भारद्वाजः श्रोत्रं वै ब्रह्मेति यथा मातृमान् पितृमान् आचार्यवान् ब्रूयात् तथा तद्भरद्वाजो अब्रवीत् श्रोत्रं वै ब्रह्म इति। अशृण्वतो हि किगं स्यादिति अब्रवीत्तो ते तस्यायतनं प्रतिष्ठां न मे अब्रवीदिति एकपाद्वा एतत् सम्राट् इति स वै नो ब्रूहि आज्ञवल्क्य श्रोत्रमेवायतनमाकाशः प्रतिष्ठा अनन्त इति येन तुपासीत आनन्ददायाज्ञवल्क्य दिश एव सम्राट् इति होवाच। तस्माद् वै सम्राट् अपि यां कां च दिशं गच्छति नैव अस्या अन्तं गच्छति अनन्ता हि दिशो दिशो वै सम्राट् श्रोत्रगं श्रोत्रं वै सम्राट् परमं ब्रह्म नैनगं श्रोत्रं जहाति। सर्वाणि एनं भूतानि अभिक्षरन्ते देवो भूत्वा देवानप्येति य एवं विद्वान् एतदुपास्ते हस्तिऋषभकं सहस्रं ददामीति ह उवाच जनको वै देहः। स होवाच याज्ञवल्क्यः पिता मे अमन्यता नाननुशिष्य हरेतेति यदेव ते कश्चिदब्रवीत् तच्छृणवामीत्यब्रवीत् मे सत्यकामो जाबालः मनो वै ब्रह्मेति यथा मातृमान् पितृमान् आचार्यवान् ब्रूयात् तथा तज्जाबालोऽब्रवीत् मनो वै ब्रह्म इति। मनसो हि किगं स्यादिति अब्रवीत्तो ते तस्यायतनं प्रतिष्ठां न मे अब्रवीदिति एकपाद्वा एतस्मात् सम्राट् इति स वै नो ब्रूहि आज्ञवल्क्य मन एव आयतनम् आकाश प्रतिष्ठा आनन्दः इति येन दुपासीत का आनन्दता याज्ञवल्क्य मन एव सम्राट् इति होवाच। मनसा वै सम्राट् श्रियम् अभिहार्यते तस्यां प्रतिरूपः पुत्रो जायते स आनन्दो मनो वै सम्राट् परमं ब्रह्म न एनं मनो जहाते। सर्वाणि एनं भूतानि अभिक्षरन्ते देवो भूत्वा देवानप्येते य एवं विद्वान् एतदुपास्ते हस्तिऋषभकं सहस्रं ददामीति होवाच जनको वै देहः। स होवाच याज्ञवल्क्यः पिता मे अमन्यता नाननुशिष्य हरेतेति यदेव ते कश्चिदब्रवीत् तच्छृणवाम इति अब्रवीत् मे विदग्धः शाकल्यो हृदयं वै ब्रह्मेति यथा मातृमान् पितृमान् आचार्यवान् ब्रूयात् तथा तच्छाकल्यो अब्रवीत् हृदयं वै ब्रह्म इति। अहृदयस्य हि किगं स्यादिति अब्रवीत्तु ते तस्यायतनं प्रतिष्ठां न मे अब्रवीदिति एकपाद्वा एतत् सम्राडिति स वै नो ब्रूहि आज्ञवल्क्य हृदयमेवायतनमाकाशः प्रतिष्ठा स्थितिः इति येनदुपासीत का स्थितता याज्ञवल्क्य हृदयमेव सम्राट् इति होवाच। हृदयं वै सम्राट् सर्वेषां भूतानामायतनगं हृदयं वै सम्राट् सर्वेषां भूतानां प्रतिष्ठा हृदये एव सम्राट् सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिष्ठितानि भवन्ति हृदयं वै सम्राट् परमं ब्रह्म न एनकं हृदयं जहाति सर्वाणि एनं भूतानि अविक्षरन्ते देवो भूत्वा देवानप्येति य एवं विद्वान् एतदुपास्ते अस्त्रुशवकं सहस्रं ददामीति होवाच जनको वैदेहः स होवाच याज्ञवल्क्यः पिता मे अमन्यत नाननुशिष्य हरेतेति इति प्रथमं ब्राह्मणम् ओम शांति 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 ओम अथ श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय आरण्यकांतर्गत तैत्तिरीयोपनिषत् ओम यस्मात् जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रणीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः स्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते ओम अथ प्रथमा शिक्षा वल्ली प्रथमोऽनुवाकः शान्तिमन्त्रः प्रार्थनामन्त्रः ओम शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ओम शान्तिः 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 ओम अथ एकादशोऽनुवाकः ओम वेदमनोच्चाचार्योऽन्ते वासिनमनुशास्ते सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियं धनमाहृत्य प्रजातन्तुं मा व्यवच्छेत्सेः सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यं धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यं कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यं भूत्यैन प्रमदितव्यं स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं देवपितृकार्याभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि एके चास्मच्छ्रेयागंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया अदेयं श्रिया देयं ह्रिया देयं भिया देयं संविदा देयम् अत यदि ते कर्मविचिकित्सा वा वृत्तविचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्शिनः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामा स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेताः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्शिनः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामा स्युः यथा ते तेषु तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेताः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषत् एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Saluting the entire Guru Parampara. Itate Teshu Varteran. And the Shruti Mata and Parabrahma Tattva. And our own Gurus, especially of the Taittiriya Upanishad, Vedavyasa, Vaishampayana, Yajnavalkya, and our Bhashyakara, Adi Shankara, our Guru Parampara. Today's thought is what we said yesterday, day before, same we repeat. We should never go back, never become stagnant, ever look forward for the next step. Now we have reached to the stage of being regular to our Upanishad Shravanam. But how much we are able to grasp the knowledge given? retain the knowledge given, practice the knowledge given steadily. With so much of listening also, if yet we are at such a stage. First caution is, if we don't listen or give up listening, will ever we be proceeding further in our spiritual sadhana? Because all sadhana is done first of all when you know. Knowing happens when we listen. If the listening itself is not there, then what will we know as sadhana? And if we don't know, what can we do? Entire world is in this ignorance of not knowing goal, not knowing means. Because they are not listening. We are regularly listening, yet the clarity has not come. The reason for it is the listening is not systematically followed by the reflection or the contemplation, the chintanam. The chintanam mananam, for that when the time is given, then what we listen starts becoming more clear in our understanding and also enters into our the memory layer. Then we can do the sadhana as understood as given by the Guru. Then what makes us not to go back, not to not listening stage? What makes us continuously to listen to the class Upanishad? What makes us as do the mananam chintanam and makes us clearly understand the goal and means is the tapana in us, the strong feeling in us that I must grow spiritually. This thought that I must evolve spiritually, grow spiritually, experience the spiritual acme should always be deeply, repeatedly, hundreds of times. You have to go on entertaining throughout the day. This is the thought. May not go back, may not get stagnant, may go on growing in my spirituality. If this thought is made stronger, it becomes such a strong sankalpa that itself will induce the questions and answers that if really we have to grow spiritually, what we have to do. From that comes the consistency of class, then the starting and continuing of required mananam chintanam. Then after the chintanam mananam, when the conviction comes that I am the self, then on the dhyana avastha or sthiti through anvaya vetareka in the nididhyasana dvarena, we reject our aham dehosmi bhavaha, aham jivosmi bhavaha, and we first practice aham brahmasmi bhavaha. When that aham brahmas bhava becomes stronger, the bhavana bhava go away, anubhuti remains. That I am really the Brahman. That thought will come. See, I am understanding, but am I practicing that I am Brahman? After many lives, that thought comes. Thereafter, every practice is given up. Aham Brahma Asmi alone is done. But that is before, after what? After thoroughly getting convinced about Aham Brahmasmi and clearing off ourselves of all the obligations, duties, and making Antakarna free from any type of Mayala's impurities. The outer obligations fulfilled, inside Antakarna is purified subtly, intellectually thoroughly convinced that I am nothing other than Brahman, then the Brahma Abhyasa. That takes us to Anubhuti. But the basis of all of that is all the time I must grow spiritually, I must grow spiritually, I must grow. Even to student also. I must excel in my result, I must study for that, I must study for that. If he goes on entertaining that thought, then that thought himself will make him study. So to a person, I have to earn the money by all honest means, not dishonest. I have to earn the money, how to. Keep on thinking, then he himself finds the ways and means to start earning the money. If we don't entertain, we are inadvertent, we are in pramada, we are in laziness. That as a human being, I have to evolve sadhana for that only this chance is given. The initial thought itself is there कि मुझे पाना है, मुझे करना है, मुझे पाना है, मुझे पहुंचना है. I have to achieve, I have to reach. If this thought itself is not there, then I have to do wala thought will never come. Then, if the thought of doing sadhana doesn't come, then we do what? That is samsara continuously. All of us are in that only. And of samsara, we always have the thought you have to go there, you have to meet that person, you have to get that object, you have to enjoy this one. Therefore, what we are doing sankalpa, that alone we are practicing. The worldly sankalpas are strong, therefore, worldly practices are occupying our day. If the spiritual sankalpas are stronger, then our day will be filled with the spiritual activities effortlessly. So, if today, straight away, continuously, am I able to do sadhana? We are so lucky, so highly mature. If that is happening, not happening, then keep an idea after 6 months, 1 year, that stage I must get where all the day I am in sadhana. For that, from now onwards, this thought I must grow in spirituality. I must grow in spirituality. I should not waste my human time or human life. I should not go it wasted without knowing the Lord. I must grow. I must grow. I must grow. Whether we know the complete picture or details or not, but the thought is entertained. Then we start even inquiring about what is the clear picture later on. But पहले तो दृढ़ करना है अपने शुभ इच्छा को. You have to evolve, I have to evolve, I have to grow. If this continuously have to evolve, grow thought is not there, then as long as outer inspiration is there, we continue coming to class. Then somehow, because any great thing also, when you continuously do, it has a chance of making it boring or mechanical. Then, if I don't have the I have to grow in spirituality, that thought is not there. This boredom, this being mechanical, makes me go away from it, back to the same earlier world of the Vishyas. And Vishyas always have the variety of, what do you call it, as intoxicating ingredients to get us caught up. Like, the coffee, the tea, the liquors and all, even this non-veg and this TV, they have something in them which makes the people become habitual to it. An intoxicating ingredients. What are they? The science tells you. है ना, काफ़ी में कुछ कैफे कुछ कुछ कहते हैं वो लोग इन देयर ऑन सम इंग्लिश वर्ड, द बायोलॉजिकल वर्ड समथिंग इज देयर फॉर दैट. द कॉफीन इन द कैफे, कॉफीन इज दिस दफनाते हैं, द कैफीन इन द कैफे, कॉफी is the one which just instigates the mind to go for it again and again. One example. In that way, everything of the sensual pleasures, it's only that we don't have sufficient resources to indulge in them and the time and freedom. But if you are given time and freedom and resources, we will only indulge in the worldly sensuous things if we don't have the spiritual thought. Because that much is the pull of the world because of its power of enslaving us and because of its that intoxicating aspect in it. Then we go back. Therefore, should not go back also, should not get stagnant also, should keep on moving also. And the movement, the next step from the listening is to enter into the contemplation by which the knowledge is clear, correct, pakka, knowledge is firm also, then we are inspired to do sadhana. For all this, what adds fuel all the time is I must grow spiritually, I must evolve. I must reach to the higher scales and heights in my both understanding of Shastra, then practice of them, and in my experience. Keep on. In that life, the final one is हम ब्रह्मास्मि अनुभूति. I must experience that. वहाँ से लेकर के the first step that I must experience the viveka. I must experience the true pure para vairagya. I must experience what is the meaning of Shama, the control of mind, discipline of the mind. I must experience the Dhamma, where every Indriya is mastered by me. They are not enslaving me. You know that? I must achieve this Uparama. I must enjoy the Titiksha. I must experience it. I must experience that Mumukshutta. हमने अभी एक्सपीरियंस नहीं किया. Mumukshutta, burning desire to get out of the limitation of life because of identified with the limited upadhi. I must feel that I must experience the joy of Shravanam. We are doing Shravanam, but conscious Shravanam, and while doing that Shravanam consciously, when beautiful things are happening because of that joy, because the beautiful things are happening and we are observing, that is called as enjoying Shravanam. Like I am talking mechanically, of course, with the knowledge behind, but I am consciously present. And through this speaking, I am serving as well as I am becoming very clear in my understanding. If I am aware of it, then I enjoy my speech. So I must know the art of speaking or enjoying speech. So too you must enjoy Shravanam, Mananam. And I am a Shrota also while I am speaking. In this way, हर एक चीज मुझे अनुभूति आनी चाहिए. I must experience the values. I must experience the self respect, the self confidence. In this way, when we go on adding to us this deposition of the desire to evolve spiritually, then any amount of sacrifices, difficulties to be done or taken up, we'll be able to do it. Right now, slightest difficulty, we get compromised. Therefore, our study itself is unsteady. Therefore, it's not going to next level of mananam. Therefore, the picture still remains vague regarding sadhya and sadhana. Maybe not be in that way. So, only one thought throughout the day from now onwards. मुझे आध्यात्मिकता में आगे बढ़ना है, आगे बढ़ना है. क्या है पता चलेगा बाद में. जितना आज पता चला उसको और भी ऐड होता रहेगा. बट एंटरटेन, and you can add eva word to that. Eva means only. Not only I have to grow spiritually, but thing is I have to grow spiritually only. Then only my resources, energies are not scattered to many things. They are only for it. Understand? Like I want to buy car only. Then all your money is diverted only to buy car. You won't spend here and there. If you have options, car bhi chahiye, wo bhi chahiye, ye bhi chahiye, then you may distribute the money for all those things. It may not be sufficient for the car. In the same way, only I must grow spiritually only. Only spirituality is my goal. In that I must grow. मुझे आगे बढ़ना, मुझे तरक्की करनी है. And all these aspects of spirituality में मुझे grow करना है. And at that time, remember all the great saints, all the great Mahatmas of the past and the present, and draw both inspirations from them. One inspiration is what? When they are at that highest beautiful level, why not me? I must be like that. I must be like that. Second inspiration to be drawn is how did they achieve that? How did they achieve it? They surrendered to their guru. They were very well disciplined in their schedule. They never compromised their sadhana. They mastered the entire their vyavahara, their faculties, practicing dose by dose, small little quantity they did, and slowly one day they mastered it. So I will also. I will reach where are they, and I will reach the way they have done through that. Remember those great Mahatmas, then we will also get inspired. That is why the purpose of studying Puranas and all. In that we will see the live beautiful examples of those who worked hard, called as tapasya, and reached the great heights. I must be like Nachiketa. I must be like Yajnavalkya. I must be like Maitreyi. You know, I will must be like the Shaunakaji who went and asked Bharadwaja and Angirasa Guru. And I will be like Angirasa only. Why less? I myself is Shuka Brahma. Learn from Shukadev ji, aim at Shukadev ji, feel that you also become like Shuka. Nothing wrong. क्यों ऐसे अपने आप को बुजदिल या कमजोर मानना कि मैं नहीं हो सकता हूँ? भाई, every jiva is potentially Parabrahman only. Then why not these great saints? मुझे खुद ही व्यास भगवान की स्थिति में पहुंचना है, दत्तात्रेय भगवान की स्थिति में पहुंचना है, वाल्मीकि जी की स्थिति में पहुंचना है, ऐसा एंटरटेन, यू अंडरस्टैंड, देन ओनली वी ट्राई फॉर इट। उतना नहीं है तो कुछ हद तक तो जाएंगे। लाख रुपए कमाने का मन लगाओ, 50,000 तो हो जाएगा ना, लाइक दैट। So today's very crucial thought is continuously entertaining the thought, I must grow, I must grow, I must grow. That alone should add fuel to what we are doing continuously, called as continuously listening class. And that alone brings to us the next stage of starting to do the Mananam Chintanam, so that what we are studying is clearly understood, clearly remembered, and it inspires us to do the sadhana. And sadhana is only one. Remembering Bhagavan and become one with him. And in that, the Saguna Sakara Bhagavan, you just surrender your upadhis and all. In the Nirguna Nirakara Bhagavan, you just identify with your Tattva and Tattva Paramatma as well. In that we have to always. So having said so, now let us come to our beautiful discussion of the Vidhi Vidhana Anusthana Kartavya. The Guru is doing the bodha to the disciple. He has said already those 15 Vishayas. Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara Swadhyayanma Pramadaha Acharya Priyam Dharma Hrutya Prajatantumma Vivachetsi Satyana Pramaditavyam Dharmana Pramaditavyam Kusalana Pramaditavyam Bhutyena Pramaditavyam Swadhyaya Pravachanabhyam Na Pramaditavyam Deva Pitrukaryabhyam Na Pramaditavyam Matru Devo Bhava Pitru Devo Bhava Acharya Devo Bhava Atiti Devo Bhava 15. Yesterday we saw the Sola and Satra also. It can be done as two or one only, two in one. What is that we studied? Be conscious. Yanyanavadyani karmani tani sevitavyani no itarani yanyasmakagam sucharitani tani tvayopasyani no itarani ekayachasmachreyagam brahmana तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया अदेयं श्रिया देयं ह्रिया देयं भिया देयं संविदा देयम्. Again, most important $1,000,000 things, valuable things. Consciously we have to listen, understand, value them, and put them in our lives practice. Spirituality is always practice, which alone helps. But without theory, we can't do practice. Therefore, theory that way becomes important. Getting stagnant at theory level, not doing practical, makes us never grow. Such one is called a philosopher. Who knows but never practices, therefore never grows, is a philosopher. Who knows, practices, therefore grows, is called a wise person. You should be having wisdom. We have to be wise, not only a philosopher who knows. Let us know, let's practice, let us experience. So the first one is what? Be attentive. It's a very important topic. We are just preparing our minds and adding few things today, every day. Thus in a relaxed manner we are studying. We are not bound by any academical rules, regulations. No. We just have to enjoy relaxedly learning the great Shastra. कोई अर्जेंसी तो नहीं ना, सुनते जाओ, एंजॉय करते जाओ, सीखते जाओ. So yani anavadyani karmani tani sevitavyani. So those karmas which are anavadya, not avadya, tani sevitavyani, you must do. First the word is sevitavyani, means kartavyani, must be done. What are they? Apart from the list of 15 activities, in various places in our life's journey, we will be put in front of us with some karmas to be done. At that time, the doubt will come. At that time, the answer is what? If that karma is anavadya, not avadya. Anavadya is without blemish. So, anavadya is equal to anindita. And what is anindita? Shishtachara kritani. Please remember this one. Ki shishta achara lakshanani karmani. So yani apicha anyani, yani means the other than the list of 15. Anavadyani, aninditani means shishta achara lakshanani karmani, which are not listed here. Tani them sevitavyani means kartavyani iti tvaya. By you they must be done. If they are all Shishtachara Lakshana and they are also without any blemish in them, not contradictory to our sadhana, it is not against the Shastra's injunction, if it is not a sinful karma, then we must do. Yani anavadyani karmani aninditani Shishtachara. Anavadya means anindita and Shishtachara Lakshanani. Tani sevitavyani means kartavya. Equally important is what? No itarani. What is no itarani? Savadyani. But if they are done by Shishtachara, even Shishta has done it, you should not do it. See, the no itarani is most beautiful here. If they are avadya, if they are nindita karma, even a Shishta person does for some or the other reason, we should not do. You understand now? Though don't blindly follow, even if he's a great person. In some cases, if he does any anavadya karma, nindita karma, you should not do that one. How clear is Guru's instruction, you see here? A great Mahatma, but somehow he has got some habit. In the Himalayan regions, because of the cold terrains there, they have some habit of कोई बीड़ी ले लेते हैं, कुछ ऐसा कुछ. Not that they are indulgent in that and addicted. They are in their Shiva Smarana and all. बट बस कभी कभी वो ठंड से बचने के लिए उनको उसको लेने का मन होता है. एंड यू रेस्पेक्ट दैट पर्सन बिकॉज ही इज इन द कोल्ड रीजन डूइंग साधना. So you also try to copy him. Then in copying him, don't copy this. That he is taking all that, this I will also take. That is never ever allowed. Means what? A good karma is good karma whether do it or not. So too a bad karma is bad whoever does it. We should not do. Full stop. There should never be any second thought in this regard. Then always when this topic comes, the question is, then if he is a Shishta Purusha, then why did he do this one? These are the reasons. He has little more prarabdha, maybe little more vasana, or he may be needing that. Don't ask why. You should not do, that's it. शिष्ट के द्वारा किए गए भी कर्म है वो अगर निंदित है, अवध है, तो नहीं करना. सो नो न अकर्तव्यानि इतराणि. इतराणि मीन्स अवध्यानि शिष्टकृतानि अपि. And we have no business to fight with him or educate him and all those. हमको नहीं करना बस. So always see the people, whatever the good they are doing, learn and do. Whatever the bad they are doing, we should not do. How much ever great they are. This is what I said yesterday. The great heroes of ours. We just like their action, their dialogue delivery, or their sport. हमको अच्छा लगता है. So we made them as our hero. But they do some things which are not allowed. Because our hero has done, we should not do. वो अवध्य कर्म है, तो निंदित कर्म है, तो शास्त्र निंदित कर्म है, गर्हित कर्म है. सो उन्होंने झूठ बोला, मैं बोलूंगा. उन्होंने ये पाप किया, अभी मैं भी करता हूं. वो क्यों किए, उनको नहीं करना चाहिए था. All that, none of your business. We told you 5 days back. Remember, spirituality means mind your business. While minding my sadhana, anything I have to learn from the world, I learn. For that, I look out. When I look out, I don't look out in the world to improve the world. See, by the way, a beautiful thought. As long as we fight with the world, as long as we desire something from the world, As long as we try to improve the world, so long we cannot attend to our own improvement. Fighting with the world because they are giving us dukkha. Desiring the world, imagining that it gives sukha. Seeing that something is lacking behind or lacking, therefore I want to improve, change. The one in this any of the three manners is extroverted toward the worldliness. He can never focus attention on his own sadhana. You have to learn from the world to grow. World is a mirror. Seeing the mirror, world, we have to improve ourselves. वर्ल्ड गुरु शास्त्र ये सारे दर्पण है, उसमें अपने आप को देखकर ठीक करना है. दर्पण के प्रतिबिंब को या दर्पण को ठीक नहीं करते. So here, if he is a shishta, why did he do? You will never get answer to some such question. Only answer is don't ask such question. If it's good or bad, there is somebody beyond Ishvara. He is watching all that. He knows what to do. Let him do it. And as I told you, I am with full confidence that not only you will not misunderstand, and also like every day you immediately forget. With that confidence on you, I am sharing. What is it? Such great sister people, one or two dosha may be there in them, vasana may be there in them, little aparipakvata may be in them, or Ishvara may be testing him also. इसमें से कोई भी वजह हो सकता है, उन्होंने कोई भी और निंदित कर्म किया होगा. He may refining because when we are in the world of Prakriti, knowingly or unknowingly, something happens bad. Even to the highly evolved person also. That's the power of Maya. Again, it's not taken by as a justification. वो लोग करे मैं क्यों नहीं करूं, तो आप ही कह रहे हो माया कराती है. Again, don't get trapped in the wrong thinking. That's why I said you will not misunderstand and you will immediately forget. With that confidence, I am saying. People are evolving, evolving, evolving. And this good or bad, again, are relative. And the moment when even a slightest we come down from Aham Brahmasmi Sthiti, that limitation itself is a cause of making something happen which may lack complete perfection. So only the Ishvara, in whose control the entire Maya is there, alone can be free from blemish. That is a Punya Shloka. Punya Shloka, we talk about the Ishvara as the blemishless Kirtima. थोड़ा नीचे आ जाओ, देखो इज ब्रह्मदेव. He also did that mistake, of stealing all those gopas and the calves when Krishna Avatara was there. How come Brahma do? That's what is to tell us that even you get the Brahma Sthiti, Brahma Deva, still there is a chance to do a mistake. And remember, every Brahma has not done that. In this Kalpa, this Brahma has done, that is reported. There are so many Brahma and so many Brahma. Every Brahmanda has one Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Every Brahma doesn't do it. Like Indra, Ahalya, every Indra doesn't do that. Remember it. One Indra has done, reported. And this is why every Shastra, when you study, focus should be what I learn. I learn. Like Tulsi Ramayana as one way of Valmiki ji one way, Adhyatma one way. What I am learning from all of the three is important to me, not going into those details which are not in our daira or in our control or in our ability to know. कुछ कुछ चीजें opposite ही लगते हैं. Like I told you, in a Tulasi Ramayana, first one Hanumanji meets is Vibhishan ji. The moment he is Rama Rama, क्या means साधु ते हो न कारज हानि, इन से हटी करी काऊ मिताई. In that, but in Valmiki, only Hanumanji will see Vibhishana when Ravana orders पूंछ जला दो. इतना स्टोरी होने के बाद, यार नॉट इवन ही मेट सीता जी, पहले ही वो दिखाते तुलसी रामायण में. वाल्मीकि में He was thinking how to search Sitaji, not daytime, night I will search. Night whole he searched, he could not. He himself thought of doing Atmatya and all. But what will happen if I do that? All the Vanras, all Rama, Sugriva, therefore let me try. Then suddenly remembers one place he has not searched, and there he stands Namastu Ramaya Salakshmanaya and prays to all the Devatas. May I find Mother Sita here. He goes, he sees her, then he waits without jumping, sees Ravana coming, threatening, frightening her. सब हो गए वहाँ. Then slowly he gives that अंगूठा. इन वाल्मीकि राम इसमें तो दीन मुद्रिका डारी तब इन तुलसी रामायण इन वहाँ नहीं देते, पहले सारा बताकर then he gives मुद्रिका. See the story different. Then after consoling her, then killing the Rakhware, then after that, so many Rakshas are sent, all are killed, Indrajit comes, उससे पहले अक्षय कुमार को भी मार दिया, पंचमंत्री सुत, सप्त सेना नायक और सप्त मंत्री सूत्र पंच सेना नायक, all that killed. Then Indrajit catches them, the मारने को जब कहते हैं रावण, then Vibhishan says दूत को नहीं मारना चाहिए, give any of the punishment. Then the monkeys love the pooch, therefore burn it. That time Vibhishan was there, but in Tulsi here. So, which is right if you inquire? You will never come to an answer. एक युग में वैसा हुआ, एक युग में ऐसा हुआ. हमको उससे वो सीखना है. What we have to learn. Focus on our learning, then we don't go wrong. If you try to focus analyzing who is right or who is wrong, or if somebody is found to be wrong, even if there is a great person, a question remains, why is he wrong? Which is no answer. It will not only answer is not there, you will be stagnant in your growth. Focus on yourself. So yani anavadyani karmani. Shishtachara kritani aninditani. Tani, whatever they are other than the 15 anyani, must be done. No itarani, even Shishtakrtani api, if they are avadyani, no itarani. That should not be done. So therefore, somebody great person doing something wrong should not be authority to you. Means wrong is never justifiable. Wrong is wrong once for all. How careful, cautious and conscious is the Upanishadic Rishi, you see? And he is not stopping there. That when you go to the world, when you see the people acting, and if there is a noble action, it is anindita, you do. And if something is nindita, even Shishta does, you should not do. Wahan nahi ruk rahe yahan. He is saying about himself also, the Acharya now. In the next set up two things. They set up two. Do. First, yani anavadyani karmani, tani sevitavyani. 1 point. What is the second point of it? No itarani. Not the other actions which are nindita, even though shishta is done. So, दो हो गए. करने वाले जरूरी है तो जरूर करो, अगर अच्छे काम नहीं है तो जरूर नहीं करो. No itarani. So, the Guru doesn't want to disciple to get caught up in any wrongdoing and its consequence. That much pure and immaculate and perfect we have to be in only doing good and avoiding bad. Complete good you have to do, complete bad you have to avoid. Now he tells about himself. What is that? The most beautiful way it is. Only Upanishad and Upanishad Rishis and such great Mahatmas Anul can say. He says, Yani, what is the main line? Yanyasmakagam sucharitani, tani sevitavyani. Here also, no itarani. Next set of two instructions. ऊपर दो हो गए. यानि अनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि. पॉइंट 1. नो इतराणि. पॉइंट 2. ये दोनों एक सेट हो गया. सो टू यानि अस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि सेवितव्यानि. सेकंड सेट. फर्स्ट पॉइंट. सेकंड पॉइंट नो इतराणि. हियर आल्सो. तो यानि दोज एक्टिविटीज अस्माकम. अस्माकम मीन्स आचार्याणाम. हम जैसे आचार्य. Where you are in the Gurukula for such a long time, so you have definitely observed what we were doing. So among ours, we acharyas, whatever the sucharita we have done, the good, noble, Shastra sanctioned activities or other activities also which are not listed out, but they are sucharita, sucharitani. So, shobhana charitani. Sucharita means shobhana charita, means which were adding to the beauty, adding to the maturity or growth only in sadhana. ऐसे काम. And a hint given by Adi Shankara is आमनायादि अविरुद्धानि. आमनाय में, फिर से शिष्टाचार में अविरुद्ध कर्म जो हमने किया हो, तो सुचरिता is the main word in the Upanishad. Bhashyakara says sucharita means shobhana charita, and also through that आमनाय आदि अविरुद्ध. सो जो हमने शास्त्र के विरुद्ध नहीं रहने वाले और अच्छे मंगल स्वरूप कर्म हमने किया हो, तुमने ऑब्जर्व किया, तानि सेवितव्यानि, यू ऑल्सो कैन डू देम, इट विल हेल्प यू. हमारे द्वारा जो सुचरित्र हमने किया, लाइक वी फॉरगिवन समबडी, वी गिव दान टू समवन, यू नो, आचार्य ना कोई भी आते हैं, कुछ ना कुछ अच्छे काम तो होते ही रहते हैं. सो शास्त्र का विरुद्ध नहीं है और शोभन है. सुचरितानि शोभनानि आमनायादि अविरुद्धानि. Always the Shastra is the authority for us to decide. Tasmat Shastra Pramanam Karya Karya Vyavastito. So Tani Sevitani. So Tani Eva, only them Tvaya Upasyani means Niyamena Kartavyani Tetatu. Those things you have to do as a Niyama and Kartavya. यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वया उपास्यानि. अस्माकं मीन्स आचार्याणां, सुचरितानि मीन्स शोभन चरितानि मीन्स आम्नायादि अविरुद्धानि. तानि दोस कर्मास, तानि एव त्वया बय्यो उपास्यानि मीन्स शुड बी नियमेन कर्तव्यानि. एंड क्योंकि हमने वो किया ही था आपको सिखाने के लिए, तो आप करना है जरूर. Therefore, in the Gurukula, you learn all this practically done by the Guru Maharaj. You know, he just observed the ashram, saw what is lacking, then added, called the disciples and told by ऐसा perfect हो रहा है, ऐसा होना है. As I told you, any Atithi comes, taken care, some problem came, how he sorted out. There's so many, because Shastra cannot write every action, no? बहुत सारे होते हैं जो उस occasion में, especially when the times have passed to such a long distance, आगे जाते जाते, like in Kali Yuga, so many things are there, good activities, not directly mentioned in Shastra, but some mentioning is there of its reference. उनको आप करना है. आमनाय विरुद्ध नहीं है और सुचरित है, वो आप जरूर नियमेन कर्तव्य. Now what about the other things? Dekho, no itarani means what? The second point of the second set. No itarana means no means na. Itarani means viparitani. Now the most important thought is acharya kritani api. Even the we acharyas also, if we do by any reason again, something which is not sucharita, something which is viruddha to amnaya, you should not. That is an order to you. Don't say कि क्यों किया आपने फिर करके. You have no right to ask us. We have our own different reasons. We are not. No guru is answerable to disciple. It is wrong proposition. Disciple is only to be ordered by the guru. सवाल पूछना ही नहीं शिष्य को गुरु के प्रति, ऐसे वाले सवाल. So here it doesn't mean that Acharya is done any of the Ashubha Charita or Shobhana and then he is justifying it all. It is the attention of the disciple brought to this point, how much you have to be careful in observing outer world. In general, particularly great Mahatmas or particularly your own Acharya, how much you have to be conscious in seeing and knowing. Thereafter, how careful we have to be in doing only good and doubly careful to avoid the bad. convey this point, these examples are given. This way it is said. It is never that meant that there is some great Mahatma still is doing wrong. ऐसा नहीं है. There are some of lucky of us in our entire life we find only all Mahatmas, not even one blemish in them. Fortune. In some cases, by various reasons and destinies and all, we can find the great Mahatmas in our lifespan, etc. Along with this great service, you may find something Shastra Viruddha happening in them. So, whatever good thing they have done, Shastrokta thing they have done, you must copy it and do. Any Shastra Viruddha, any Ashubha Charita, Viparita Charita is there, we should not do it. Then forget about that bad or whatever it is none of your business. Is it not? Now, this sloka is more relevant today than those days. Because we are in this world, so many great, grand, glorious people are there. We expect 100% perfection from them. Somewhere they fault. So, all the things like their faults I follow, or their faults I find out and lose faith in him. And imagining that if such a great Mahatma is therefore still he has done bad, I will never do good. These are all wrong decisions. Be careful, I am telling you, both relevant है ये श्लोक. ये वाला particular portion. Where in the world, definitely there are hardworking Mahatmas, still they lack little perfection. One or two or three, some mistakes happen through them. Therefore, should we follow that mistake? Should we blame them because of that mistake? Should we outrightly reject them from our life? And also, should we reject the good things they have done, sadhana they have done or taught? All these are wrong. Now, what is right? First, what wrong they have done, we should not do. Second, even if they have done something wrong, we should not find that fault with them and fight with them. Third, continue your faith in them. Because after all, they are guiding us, they are going to the highest perfection stage. It's a question of some time. Otherwise, you keep on losing faith. You know, in this today's Kali Yuga, there are only two types of people I told you. एक जिसका गलती प्रकट हुआ, दूसरा जिसका नहीं हुआ. इतना ही फर्क. The perfectionists are very rare. Very, 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 very rare. Therefore, what is to be done? You keep on practicing. Otherwise, you go on losing the faith and stop practicing. Nuksan kisko hai? Mujhe. Is it not? Therefore, don't follow the wrong done by them. Don't fight with them for the wrong they do. And don't also, hate or lose the faith in them. Then the fourth one is what? Whatever good they have done, you do it and get benefit out of it. Like a tree, it has 10 good fruits. One fruit is bad. So do you say that you break the tree, पूरा काट दोगे या पूरा एक फल भी नहीं खाऊंगा मैं, क्यों ये एक फल खराब है? ऐसे थोड़ी है. जो बुरा है उसको छोड़ते हो, बाकी खाते हो कि नहीं? Think about it. Why this is so? Why? Because the world is like that. The flow in the world is such. At what time, which jiva, at what level of evolution, what he does or not, we don't know. We have to protect the sadhaka in us. We have to do our sadhana. We have to mind our business and we have to grow. Like Durvasa has cursed some people. Therefore, don't curse like Durvasa also, and don't hate Durvasa also. And whatever tapasya Durvasa has done, and in his life has done good things also, उसको हमें करना है. किसी में बुराई नहीं देखना, अच्छा ही देखकर उसको सीखो. ढूंढने पर बुराई सब में दिखता है. बुरा देखने में चला, मुझसे बुरा न कोई. And all this is the khel of the mind. Mind somehow or the other makes us distracted from the sadhana of this self. Hmm. Therefore, yani asmakam sucharitani tani definitely tvaya sevitavyani. And what about the not sucharitani, dushcharitani, ninditani? If at all they are against the Shastra, Amnaya Viruddhani, no itarani, Acharya Krutani. In the earlier portion, Shishta Krutani. तो शिष्टों ने भी, आचार्यों ने भी कोई भी कुछ गलत किया हो, उसको हमें नहीं करना. Or whatever they have taught and done good things, we have to definitely do that. And thus we grow in our life. A crystal clear instruction. Is it not? Don't you feel the clarity in that instruction? Thereafter the disciples have no doubt. यार उन्होंने ऐसा किया, मैं करूँ कि नहीं. No, is a good work or not? Amnaya against Amnaya or according to Amnaya? According to Amnaya. It is an Indita or Anindita? Is Anindita. So Anindita, Shishtakruta, I will do. Okay, Shishtakruta but Nindita, I will not do. Anindita and Sucharita by my Acharya, I will do. Not Sucharita but Duscharita, done one or two, I will not do. Means that एक तरफ तो कहते हैं यद्यद आचरति श्रेष्ठ तत्त देवेतरो जनः. That is for the sake of the doer. कि you are seen by the people, they follow you. Don't allow any blemish to come in you, else they will be misguided by you and it troubles them and the world. That is told. That is instruction to the Acharya or Shishta. Not to do anything wrong because there are many people observing you, taking you as ideals. For them, that's what's said in Gita. What is said here is for the disciples. Okay, when you have to live life, you have to follow the noble people, and one or two non-nobility is there. Don't go on hanging on that and lose your faith and stop doing your total sadhana and also try to follow their negative. अगर दिखता है तो डोंट अगेन फोकस योर अटेंशन मोर ऑन दिस पॉइंट कि शिष्ट और आचार्य कुछ निंदित कम करते हैं ना ना. अगर हुआ तो वहां भी इतना केयरफुल रहना. इज द प्योरेस्ट इमैक्युलेट लाइफ दैट गुरु वांट्स फ्रॉम द डिसाइपल. तो इज नॉट सेइंग बेटा मैं बहुत गलती किया था, तुमने देखा तो तुम तो मत फॉलो करो. इज नॉट प्लीडिंग और बेगिंग लाइक दैट. He is ordering, Are Beowulf, live such a great, grand, noble life that in your vision, even once throughout your stay in 5 years, little of the bad also happened through me, that you should never do that shit. Means what? Guru is expecting the disciple to become more perfect than himself, not lesser. That is his purity, that is greatness. That's called as the love of the Guru, that he is called as Guru. मैंने एक गलती की, वो भी नहीं करना तुमको, तो मुझे उतनी उम्मीद है तुमसे. I did with some reason. No, you have got that, so you should not. The same thing Yamaraj tells to Nachiketa. बेटा मैंने गलती की. I know the greatness of this yajna. And I did it for the sake of becoming Yama instead of knowing Brahma. So I did that and देखो मैं इसमें फंस गया. तुम मेरे से बेटर हो, तुमने इसको उस नेगेटिव के लिए यूज नहीं किया. You understand? He is appreciating. He is not saying, यार मैं भी तुम्हारे जब लड़का था तुम्हारे तरह से नालायक था कि ब्रह्म दो ऐसा नहीं पूछा है मैंने. I asked for Yamapada. So you also take all this I am giving you. He is not quoting his wrong example, but he is taking the disciples' example as right. You are right than me. Continue like that. That's what in the Yama Nachiketa Samvada. इन गीता श्रेष्ठ पुरुषास को दूसरे लोग फॉलो करते हैं तो वो श्रेष्ठ पुरुषास हैव टू बी मोर केयरफुल. In this Upanishad, what is said to the disciple on the day of convocation while sending them away? Be observant. Learn from others the good, not bad. In general. Particularly, even if it's a Shishta person, if it does any Nindita karma, you should not do. If it is an Acharya, he himself it does Amnaya Viruddha, you should not do. That doesn't mean it does it. For a milli-microsecond, little it may be. Again, if you set right. Like Indra, Brahma, they did it for a small time. A 1 year Brahmadeva taken those Gopa balas and calves. He made disappear. Ek saal. That ek saal is human life. ह्यूमन लाइफ टाइम स्पैन्स के हिसाब से 1 साल. फ्रॉम ब्रह्मदेव स्टैंड पॉइंट इट्स ओनली माइक्रो सेकंड. ही हैज डन दैट मिस्टेक ओनली फॉर ए माइक्रो सेकंड. यहाँ उतना समय 1 साल हो गया. सो वेरी स्लाइट इट वॉज फॉर ब्रह्मदेव. इतना ही, वो बहुत कम. Little slight by inadvertence it can just happen. Guru scolded without knowing the details, which is wrong. He should be always balanced. Having known all the detail, what is wrong you should tell, what is right you should tell. हो गया गुरु का. But कर ही दिया मानो गुस्सा. Now don't take that as an example. Like I also become guru. When my disciples come, I will scold them because my guru scolded. कभी भी दूसरों की बुराइयां आदर्श नहीं होना चाहिए. अच्छा यही आदर्श है. And you understand, intellectually you always feel so. कि others good alone is a ideal thing to be followed by us, not the bad. But when it comes to again emotion, again some vasanas, they see the bad done by them. That also we try to follow, taking their example and we blame them. अरे यार उसका एग्जाम्पल ले लो, उनको ब्लेम करो. ब्लेम करेक्ट टेकनी बात बाद में, बट यू हैव डन समथिंग रॉन्ग और नॉट. या फिर उसका दुष्ट फल मिलेगा ना आपको. हाँ, देन व्हाई डोंट यू अवॉइड इट. That much perfection Guru is expecting. So in the world when you move, Shishtas are there. They at that time what Anavadya karma, Amnaya Ukta karma they do, you do. If it is Avadya or Nindita, Amnaya Ukta, nahi wo nahi karna. So to Yani Asmakam Sucharitani Tani Tvaya Upasya. So all the Sucharita, early morning getting up, completely following the routine with all love and patience, teaching you. So many times we have forgiven you. They're all Sucharita, Shobhana Charita. You must also live life like that. No itarani, Acharya Kritani api. हो गया? Acharya Kritani api. ये हो गया है. So 2 sets are over. First one is what? यानि अनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि. यानि अस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि. 2 सेट हो गया. नाउ द थर्ड सेट. ये के चास्मच्छ्रेयागंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वया आसनेन प्रश्वसितव्यम्. दिस इज वन. Second is same sentence, but one place only one letter little moved with one space. That's the beauty of the Upanishad. Eke cha asmagam shreyamsu brahmanaha tesham toya asanena prashvasitavyam. In that only that word tesham toya asanena prashvasitavyam को थोड़ा अलग करके तेषाम त्वया आसने न प्रश्वसितव्यम. This is the second sadhana. It's a very beautiful, very powerful thing. In this entire particular portion mantra, I love that one more than anything else. Now let us see. First, what is what? Yeke chasmachreyagam so brahmanaha tesham tvaya asanena prashvasitavyam. Yeke cha, whoever they are, asmakam shreyam saha, better than we the acharyas, brahmanas, the great jnanis and brahmanas you come across in your life when you are seeing outside, because you are leaving the ashram and going. So in the ashram, for you we are the gods. You took like that. That's how Acharya Devo Bhava. But when you go to the world, there are so many great Mahatmas. You meet them. Some of them might be greater than us. Asmakam Shreyam Saha Brahmana. When you see them, meet them coming to you, or somewhere you are there, they happen to come there. Tesham, for them, Tvaya Bayu, Asanena Pashvasitavyam. You have to respect, revere them by doing all the puja upasana, starting with giving them the asana, the first step. कोई संत महात्मा में हमारे से बढ़कर आते हैं, उनके सामने तुम बैठकर उनको खड़े खड़े नहीं देखना, खड़े होते हुए उनका आप आसन देना. आसन is the first step of upasana. It means as you used to do to us in the Gurukula, same you must do to them. when they are greater than us. Don't say our Acharya is greater to us, therefore we will not to do to anyone. See the kindness and large-heartedness and egolessness of the Acharya. He says हमसे बढ़कर कोई है, मतलब ये नहीं कि हम ही सबसे बढ़कर हैं. See, अस्माकं श्रेयांसः ब्राह्मणाः. Because in this world, the evolution is continuously happening. There are many, many beings highly advanced than us in so many ways. What can be the Shresthatha of those people than the Guru? They may be studying more Shastras. They might have done more Seva. They might have done taken care of more of the children. They may be having more ashramas. They may be age-wise also bigger. In so many ways, Jnana Rupena, in many other Rupena, you will come across people who are greater than your own Acharya. Be attentive. At that time, don't say कि मेरे आचार्य सब कुछ है, मैं उनका नमस्कार पूजा नहीं करूंगा, आसन नहीं दो. No, दे दो. Same time again, don't get lost in them, forget your acharya. Because they are not there with you all the time. The relation between acharya and guru is totally different. Disciple is different, no? It is a permanent relation for lives till the disciple fully evolves and comes to that highest stage. But these Mahatmas, they come and go once in a while you meet them. आपके घर उनको बुलाया आपने, तो उनको आसन देकर उपासना करो. डोंट रिमूव योर गुरुज फोटो एंड कीप इनका फोटो. उनका भी लगाओ लेकिन गुरु का मत निकालना. दैट योर गुरु और आचार्य इज परमानेंट विथ यू. दैट्स कॉल्ड आचार्य. गुरु आल्सो गिव्स दीक्षा एंड गोज अवे, बट आचार्य पीछे पढ़कर आपको पढ़ाते ही रहते हैं. इफ द आचार्य गुरु आर बोथ आर सेम, इट इज नथिंग लाइक. Somebody greater than your guru or acharya come, you must give them asanam. Don't say that only I am dedicated to my guru. Guru himself is saying. Because from those Shrestha Purusha, some blessings, some sadhana, tips required for sadhana, you will receive, you may receive, you must receive, so that you can advance in your sadhana. In there so many things. My job is to perfect you. Sometimes I may not have all resources. So somebody higher than me may give you. You must take from them. The final point is you must grow. And I try my best. My only commitment is to help you in your evolution. That's how the perfect Acharya. See the contrast between our point and this one. अब वो क्या कहते हैं, जो भी चीज सुचरित नहीं है, दुश्चरित है, निंद्य है, हम भी करें तो नहीं करना. सेम थिंग ये कहते हैं, हमसे भी बढ़कर कोई लोग हैं, आप उनको आसन देना. तेषां त्वया आसनेन प्रश्वसितव्यम. This is one aspect. What is the meaning of asane na prashvasitavyam? It is very sublime thing. Tomorrow we will see that. Very, very essential it is. Never miss it. After that also, again the set of 2. First set of 2, Vaisa. Yani anavadhyani karmani tani sevitavayani no itarani. Another set, Yani asmakam sucharitani tani tvaya upasyani no itarani. No, eke cha asmakam shreyamso brahmanaha tesham tvaya asanena prashvasitavyam tesham tvaya asane na prashvasitayam set. Next also, Shraddhaya Deyam, Ashraddhaya Deyam, one set. Then Shriya Deyam, Ashriya Deyam. That Ashriya is not added in mantra. It is left for the discretion of the speaking person, the Acharya of the Upanishad, to the disciples. Here एक example दिया, बाकी सब add करो तो. So there are 2 things: what to do, what not to do, what to do, what not to do. Always it is never sufficient if you tell the children, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Tell them what to do also. So too, it is never again always sufficient by telling, ये करो, because दूसरा जो नहीं करना है, मत करो, ये नहीं करो, तो he will do it. मना तो नहीं किया ना आचार्य ने, therefore करेंगे. Therefore, as an instructor, to do also you must say, not to do also you must say. Then only life is perfect. डॉक्टर also क्या लेना है बताते हैं, क्या नहीं लेना भी बताते हैं. ट्रैफिक में भी रूल्स में क्या करना है बताते हैं, ड्राइविंग सिखाने वाले क्या नहीं करना भी बताते हैं. So pair of 2 things. Dharma called as vidhi and not to be done. This is nisheda. Whole life is vidhi nishedhatmaka. अगर विधि है तो हर कीमत पर करना, निषेध है तो हर कीमत पर नहीं करना. This is how we not only protect from that bad doing, also help in growing ourselves because we are doing what is to be done as kartavya. So he says a very interesting point. Only one meaning I'll tell you. Yekecha. Yekecha means what? Whoever they may be, not AK-47 or 6. Yeke, whoever, obi, koi, avisheshitaha. Anybody, we're not specifying. By using the word eke, jo koi bhi, whoever they may be, avisheshitaha. Then yekecha avisheshitaha acharyatvad dharmaihi. In the dharmas of being an acharya, etc., asmat shreyamsataha. Asmat means asmattaha, hamsevi, shreyamsaha prasasyataraha. Whoever they may be, if they are in the dharmas of an acharya, of loving the disciple, taking care of the disciple, teaching the disciple, asmattara hamsevi shreyamsaha prasasyataraha, if they are better than we acharyas. Eke chasmagam shreyamsaha prashasyataraha. But one condition is put here. What is that condition? Brahmanaha. ठीक है, प्रशस्तराः श्रेयांसा ते च ब्राह्मणाः. And one thing you have to keep in mind, if they are brahmanas. And Shruti used brahmana specifically. The Bhashyakara will have to give an answer or explanation that. Therefore he says, na kshatriyadayaha. Because Kshatriya always will have to bend in front of Brahmana. Whoever, how much or big may be the Kshatriya, small may be Brahmana. And the all disciples are said to be tentatively the Brahmanas. जो गुरु के यहाँ गुरुकुल में रहकर ये तत्व विद्या, ब्रह्म विद्या, आत्म विद्या सीख रहे हैं, सब भी हो सकते होंगे. So Brahmana means न क्षत्रियादयः, not Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, only Brahmana. Why this is so? But because अस्माकं श्रेयांसा means आचार्यादि धर्म का है ना, और आचार्यत्व का वो जो पद जो है केवल ब्राह्मणों को ही होता है. See, this is what we studied in Bhagavata also, varnashrama dharma mein. All the varnas can study the Veda, but cannot teach. Teaching is only for Brahmana. Kshatriya Vaishya can study Vedas, can study, do the sadhana, but cannot teach. Acharyatva and Bhikshatana not allowed for them, allowed only for Brahmana. That is Shastrokti. Don't try to search out reason for everything. That's it is. Because, and that also because Brahmana is expected to be in the Atyanta Shuddha Guna, he'll be able to guide perfectly. In that Kshatriya Vaishya, फिर business वाला mind में आता है, what I will get from my disciple. और Kshatriya रूपी guru बने, so he will always try to dominate. He will not have the heart of forgiving. He will always try to punish you. That severity will there because of the Kshatriya Vaishya. In them, the Rajas Tamas are more. In Brahmana, Sattva is more. There were love, patience, kindness, compassion, forgiveness, all that which are required in a teacher to take care of the disciple because they are absolutely raw. They come just as animals without any culturing. तो उनको पूरा करना है तो उसके उतना पेशेंस चाहिए. Brahmana is expected to have. These are the few reasons which may appeal to you. Whether you like it or not, the reason, what Shastra said is only a Brahman has an adhikara to teach the Vedanta, that is stands always. दूसरों को नहीं है अध्यापन का अधिकार according to the Shastriya Varnashrama Dharma. But nowadays, everybody is a guru, everybody is a teacher. अब क्या करें? This is called Varna Sankara. Now, we told what is in Shastra. Now, what to do, not to, you decide it. We don't fight. अब कुछ कुछ चीज़ों में हम भी डिसाइड नहीं करना है, बोल के छोड़ते. Now, it is your decision and you see. Study सब कर सकते, साधना. Everybody has adhikara for mukti. Not only adhikara, it is dharma. Everybody should do sadhana and get mukti. सबका परम धर्म है वो तो. But as regards the adhyapanam is concerned, for various reasons, if Kshatriya Vaishya start doing adhyapanam, then who will take care of the kingdom? Who will take care of the trading? They are also required. No? Then the Brahmana will have to do that. And he cannot be a Kshatriya, a Brahmana, like a king with all ferociousness. nor he'll have the intelligence like a Vaishya to do trading. Then सारा वर्ण संकर हो जाएगा, जिसको जो काम करना है करो. कुछ कुछ चीज़ों में ना हमको फुल स्टॉप रखना है. जैसे ब्राह्मण ही नोज एवरीथिंग, लर्न फ्रॉम हिम, हो गयो, लेट हिम बी द टीचर. तो एनी अदर थिंग, क्यों खुजली मन में, क्यों खुजली पैदा करते हो हर बार? हर एक चीज को क्यों प्रश्न करना है, क्यों डाउट करना है? Those who never want to do good, they alone have all the time questions and doubts, and they never do good anytime because his mind is full of questions, objections, doubts. जो कहा उसको करो, जो नहीं समझ में आता छोड़ दो. I don't know. In this way, to those brahmanas, tesham श्रेयांस प्रशस्तरा ते च ब्राह्मण न क्षत्रियादयः तेषाम् आसनेन, आसनेन मीन्स आसन दानादिना त्वया प्रश्वसितव्यम्. Asana and all the upasana puja, and while going give him the dana dakshina ityadi, ऐसा कर कर उनका सेवा करो. This is the one meaning. The another meaning was त्वया आसने न प्रश्वसितव्यम. What is the meaning of the second part? Tomorrow we will see. Om Purnamadaha. Wonderful are all these instructions, and they all add up to our maturity, our dignity, our Aryatva, our culture, our Haindava Samskruti, Sanatana Dharma, and in turn they all add up to our spiritual evolution. These all have to be mastered. Om, 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 Om. Thank you. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramarshibhyo Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Shruti Matre Namaha. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Vedavyasa Vaishampayana Ajnavalkya Shankaradi Acharyebhyo Gurubhyo Namaha. Friends, join in 2 minutes to study Viduraniti. It's such a beautiful text of, continuously educating, empowering, refining our decision-making intellect with a greater understandings for wonderful performances to achieve spectacular results. Please join for it in a minute.